Here we're checking out the museum that has the information on the fort that's within a quick walk from our place, Fort St. Louis. So we're just checking out the museum and all the stuff that they've excavated out of it. It's pretty interesting, but can't spend a lot of time here as we are working on a house apparently. And I probably can't get much of the wording on these, especially when I jiggle so much. But anyways, we'll just show you through the
4,000 artifacts.
things. There's 4,000 artifacts. Some of them are from the Mi'kmaq, some from the Spanish, English, and French, and Portuguese. So something that easy for them to date. Well, I shouldn't say easy for them to date, but something they can find information off of is pieces of pipes. So these are pieces of pipes. And those were found in 2021. And then over here in the display, there's some trade beads, stuff like that. So the names of trade beads. And there's just things like an iron spear point. Those are pieces of copper. Down here, here's a stem that is on that picture over there. And here they can identify it. So they know who they think the maker is and what year they worked. Then here's another one. And what year the person did their work. So that sort of gives you dates. So some of them don't, because they just don't have any markings on them. Those other ones are from the 1600s. And this one here is, you see the marking on the front? Then they can mark it, sort of figure out who it was that built, made it, and they can record it that way. This down here is brick and tile that they found on there. Anyways, you have to come here and check it out. And these boards just show information about the digs and things like that. Here's people cleaning up the stuff. And different displays and things that they have. As you can see, this was probably during pandemic because everybody had masks on. So here they have a little thing where you can come and, I guess, play with a little brush and sweep things off. That's just brick and tile again. And over here they have iron nails and spikes and other construction things that are made out of iron. There's some lead artifacts. Just so that they were casting metal as well. There's a couple musket balls, I guess, or whatever, from a gun. Here's some axes, and I don't know, maybe chisels or wedges. Some fine glassware. And they have them all labeled. There's an old part of an old knife there. And there's another knife, old knife that they found. And this is a garment, a thing to make people's garments look fancy, like a lace that goes on. I figured this is from the time of the French. There, I'll have to go over here. These are Mi'kmaq artifacts. Green glazed earthware. Some pottery. Well, stoneware. I don't know if that's the same or not.
That's why it's called Fort Latour. It was established by Charles Latour. Fort St. Louis.
And some more stoneware down here.
This is fun.
And they have, these are all Mi'kmaq First Nations stuff. So there's baskets, arrowheads, spearheads, and the different crafts and things that they have, but they're
This is an example of what the fort might have looked like.
there's some big hooks for you.
This picture right here. This is what the fort might have looked like.
Part of the medicine pot. Doesn't give any story on those hooks.
See that?
What?
This is an example of what the fort might
This
have
thing-
looked like.
Yeah, there's an example of what the fort may have looked like. Of course, nobody knows. That was a long time ago. And where was the information on the guy who found it, or whatever?
Charles Latour. Fort St. Louis, when it was established by Charles Latour in 1620. So that fort was established by Charles Latour. And
So 1620.
it's called Fort Latour.
And that's why our little town that we're in is called Port Latour. So what they'll do is they'll excavate things like this. And then they'll put plastic bag in there so that they know they've excavated it. So if they come across a bag that they know they've excavated it already, because they'll bury it back in because they want to keep it original, right? So they dig it all up and collect all the information that they want, and then they bury it again. I guess these are the areas that they excavated 2019. So anywhere where there's a marked out area, like that cross type area there, and back here, this is the monument that is still there. And apparently, the shoreline keeps eroding. So here they say they found underwater things out here. They've doing some water excavation. That was a visual search. They found things. And you come in from here. There's an owner of the house, and they actually own the property, and they've donated it. So this is the point that the fort is on. Anyway, hard to get it all across on a video, but that's the gist of this display. And they've applied to dig again this year, so we'll see what happens. Anyway.